But every time you do a blending like this, you're always changed forever because you've grown in love and in experience by even just momentarily opening yourself to another being's presence like that. It changes you forever. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is By Divine Design. Welcome to my channel. Before we begin today's transmission, I'd like to take a moment to invite you to my free live weekly healing meditation and transmission on Zoom every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Further details are in the video description, and all are welcome to join us. Also, at the time this video is being posted, I am still offering free one-to-one sessions if this is your first session with me. That's a savings of $175, and it's for a full 70-minute session. Again, further details are included in the video description, but you just need to use the coupon code First Session Free when scheduling. And just do your best to relax, be comfortable, be receptive, and just stay aware of whatever you notice. Like whether you notice the energies or not, you are receiving the transmission, but just kind of keep scanning yourself and notice what you notice. That helps you to go into it more deeply. Okay, let's begin. Yeah, so I'm feeling and seeing the transmission reach out to everyone and begin to connect with and open your energy system. So I'm assisting in opening each of your energy systems to be able to receive this divine love consciousness, which includes many, many different qualities of light, includes your highest truth, includes your highest vibration of love. So just bringing in more of this divine love, light, and truth into your system. Down through your central energy column. And then it's actually moving down through the base of your body, down into the earth, helping to ground you and ground this transmission into the earth, which helps it to be even more available to every soul on the planet. Okay, then we're going to expand your system a little bit more. I'm also very, very aware of Archangel Metatron being present here with all of us. Metatron and his multidimensional cube is like set up all around us, monitoring our frequencies, monitoring our systems, helping to lift our vibrations and prepare us for what is about to happen here today. Okay, we're just we're clearing away some of the surface energies, the surface noise in your system. This would be thoughts and feelings over the past 1 or 2 days, thoughts and feelings that just aren't very useful, aren't very helpful. And as we clear those away, it lets your system settle, will let your body relax more. Just continuing to clear away all this random noise from the surface of your system. Okay, now the focus is on your 7th chakra and your 6th chakra. So the crown of your head into the center of your brain. Making adjustments, it's like there's a higher information coming in the form of light. Designed to give you more access to your imagination. And the imagination that we want you to have more access to it's a very high part of your brain. It's a high part of your mind, your ability to think. Yeah. And there's 2 aspects to your imagination. There's the more active aspect that is a source of like being able to imagine something totally new, being able to like create with your imagination. That's the more active aspect where you can make believe, you can make things up. And then there's also the passive aspect of the imagination, which is, it's more the ability to receive higher information and allow it to make an impression upon your mind. And it still will have the feeling that you're making something up when you receive with the passive side of your imagination. But it's actually just, it's a part of your third eye. It's the ability to receive impressions from beyond the mind, from beyond this dimension. Yeah, the ability to receive higher frequencies, higher intelligence as impressions. It could be images, it could be thoughts, it could be feelings and felt sensations. So the transmission is continuing to open your imagination, raise the vibration of your imagination, expand your imagination in both the active and passive aspects. Yeah, so your energy system can receive more easily, more clearly that which can come in from beyond the mind, from beyond the level of thought, from your divine beingness, your divine knowing. Once again, Archangel Metatron is assisting in this upgrade of your imagination. He's transmitting very finely tuned frequencies that are just what your mind, your higher mind, and your imagination requires for this upgrade. And then this also allows your whole energy system to expand yet more, to include more of who and what you truly are as a divine being. Here in this dimension, here in this energy system, rooted by this human body that you are in. Very good. Everybody's imagination is receiving this very easily. There's not been anything to clear so far, which means you are ready for this. You are ready for this upgrade, and your ability to receive and generate via your imagination. This is opening you to a greater identity. So we're focused in your heart chakra right now, where you tend to hold identifications. Because with this increased access to your divine knowing via the imagination, this is affecting the way that you will identify with yourself going forward. Like you'll begin to think of yourself as having a clearer intuition, a clearer access to divine knowing, to what is the highest truth for you? What is the highest love for you? What is the highest flow for you? So we're just assisting this kind of identification to grow within your heart chakra. You being a clear one, you being somebody with clear access to higher guidance, to higher realities, and indeed to other dimensions. Okay, and that's where we're going to go now. So there is a group of beings. I've always known them as just simply the gas beings. There's this group of beings. They're beings of light and love, pure truth, pure light and love, in a There's a slight materiality to their dimension, but it's much, 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 much less dense than our dimension here. And they have agreed to sponsor you, sponsor and allow you to visit them. And by visiting them, various skills that are useful here in this dimension can be tapped into and opened and enjoyed by being with them in their dimension. So it's like we're opening a portal between you here now in this dimension and these gas beings in their dimension. And you might feel this most strongly in your third eye. It's a third eye activation that's allowing your higher mind, your imagination to be fine-tuned to this, one of infinite other dimensions that exist. But to this one that you're being attuned to right now, where the gas beings live. And these gas beings are experts in surrender and unconditional love, and being able to dissolve one's identity and create totally new identities. And that's what we're going to be playing with by visiting them and playing with them. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure everyone is connected to the portal. Okay, and then we're expanding the portal so that you can begin to sense more and more of their dimension. And it's good for you to know that you're always completely at choice how much to experience, how much to dive into their dimension. But you're always rooted here in this dimension. As long as you have a physical body, you have an anchor here in this dimension. It can't be broken until the moment of death. So you're completely safe no matter how much you choose to enter into this experience of another dimension. Okay, the portal's set and open, and you might feel yourself just being gently drawn into their dimension that has no gravity. It's like a gaseous dimension. And the beings there, the closest description I could probably offer is like soap bubbles. It's like each being is a soap bubble, including even those like rainbow reflections that you can see often in soap bubbles. And it's like the whole dimension itself is one huge bubble. And then within that, there are various sized bubbles of the various beings. Some of them are much smaller, some of them are much larger. Smaller ones tend to be younger with less experience. The larger ones tend to be masterful beings with lots of experience. And for each of you, there is designated one gas being to partner with. And in this dimension, you automatically take on the form of a gas being. So you appear to be essentially the same size as the one that's sponsoring you. It's like you've each been paired with a gas being that is more or less at a similar level of spiritual evolution. So the first level of what they wish to show you is just contact, like allowing your bubble and the other's bubble to make contact. And just feel what you feel, notice what you notice. These are all very high beings of light and love. Then the next level is you start to kind of move more towards each other. So the point of contact grows and grows the more your bubbles are pressed against each other. And then their favorite thing to do is to then surrender and become one bubble. Just let that barrier between you dissolve. And everything that you are merges with everything that the other is. You can just feel like flooding into your system. This other being flooding into your system, you flooding into their system. It all being shared, completely shared. Unconditionally sharing all of who and what you are, and receiving all of who and what they are, all their experience, all their evolution and growth, all yours being shared. And your combined bubble raises in vibration. Like every time you fully surrender to a total blending like this, the result increases the vibration overall, lifts you, and then at a certain point, you can just decide to separate again. And in that separation, you choose how much of the blending to retain and how much of your original self to bring back. So there's a creative choice as you choose to then separate into two separate bubbles again. The creative choice meaning how much of your blended self do you choose to keep? How much do you choose to let go of? But every time you do a blending like this, you're always changed forever because you've grown in love and in experience by even just momentarily opening yourself to another being's presence like that. It changes you forever. Okay, so the one who's sponsoring you that you just blended with is leading you to another gas being that you can blend with. And this time, we're just going to give a space of silence for you to follow your own timing of making the initial connection, feeling what you feel, eventually blending, and then eventually choosing to come back to your own bubble. Just take your time, experience what you experience. And the being that you blend with it's always the perfect one for you. There's always something in their experience that they're sharing with you that is something that you needed. And there's something you're sharing with them that is something they needed. And you might become conscious of what that is, or you might just feel it energetically. It's always perfect. Okay, you're being invited to complete that exchange now, to come back to being in your own bubble and notice what you feel now. Notice how you experience yourself now. And now your sponsor is bringing you to a larger gas being, a more experienced gas being. Not a lot larger than you, but definitely more evolved, more experienced. And you're being invited to make contact, feel that initial exchange just from your bubbles connecting. And then notice what it's like to surrender to this larger being, more experienced being, as you open to a blending, sharing all of who you are with all of who and what this other being is. Noticing how it feels a bit different to have somebody so much more experienced blend with you and for you to be able to receive that increased experience. It's like a larger volume of consciousness, a larger volume of beingness. And this more masterful being is highlighting things for you in the blending, within the context of the blending. Certain qualities are being highlighted, amplified. And as you're blended here in this other dimension, just take a moment to scan your mind, your heart, your body in the physical dimension. Like, are you able to even think a thought right now? Or sense the boundaries of your body right now? While still merged and blended with this masterful gas being. And this gas being now is suggesting that you could merge and blend even more completely than what you have so far. Like you could reach an even deeper level of surrender. Just by intending to. Would you be willing to let yourself experience this even more refined level of surrender, of blending, of unconditional love, totally receiving the other and totally giving of the self? Okay, this being is now indicating it's time for you to creatively determine what you will take back into your own bubble of the blending, how much of your original self, how much of the blended self. Just choose to emerge into your own bubble again. And then notice what that's like now. Notice who you are now, what you feel now. And there's a practice they do here that we're being invited to experience along with them. Where the being, the gas being that encompasses all the other beings, so the gas being that basically is who and what defines this dimension, is inviting all the gas beings, including us, within it to dissolve and blend with it all at once. So it's what oneness is in their dimension. We are being invited to experience their form of oneness as all the different gas beings around you, from the youngest, smallest ones to the largest ones, all begin dissolving their bubbles, surrendering their totality to the oneness, to the one great being that they are. It's just intention. You just hold the intention to also dissolve and share yourself fully with everyone else and to receive fully everyone else. In this oneness, everything being shared, all the love, all the experiences, all the evolution, all the knowing, but most especially all the love. And again, within this total sharing, what you and your system need most is part of what's being shared with you. This is helping to refine and lift your energy system to a higher sense of light, love, and truth, flow, ease, grace, health, abundance. Just by allowing yourself to dissolve as completely as possible into this oneness, this sharing between souls, between divine beings of light and love. And as the gifts that you hold and carry are shared with the others as well, with the oneness. And in this sharing, the whole dimension is growing larger, is expanding. The energy system of this whole dimension expands in the shared experience, shared knowledge, shared love. Now you may notice some of the younger beings are beginning to take their bubbles back, beginning to recreate themselves and who and what they wish to be now, because they've kind of reached their fill. And as you feel ready, again, just intend to either discover who and what you are now or create just through the feel of it. It's not an intellectual creation. It's more just a sense of knowing this is who I am now. This is who I wish to be now. Okay. The whole dimension, everyone, is returning to a sense of self. There's a sense of heightened gratitude and appreciation being shared among everyone. Everyone's so aware and appreciative of what a blessing it is to be able to share with one another that way and then create a sense of self again. Either one that was similar to what they were before they blended, or one that's completely new and different. We always have that option. Okay. They're indicating it's time to move towards the portal. So Archangel Metatron and I are helping to redefine the portal and then allow each one of us to exit and return a greater focus to here now in this dimension, in this body, this material body. But the portal is being left open right now just because this higher information that you just were fully immersed in is still pouring through the portal into your system here in this dimension. So we're just aiding that continuing transfer, download of this higher information, higher way of being, higher way of loving, surrendering, merging, and then recreating a sense of self. It's like helping your system to get how this can all apply, how these skills and experiences can be applied in this life, in this dimension. And it's wanting this, a lot of this information wants to embed in your third chakra. So we're assisting that process right now. The download is focused into your third chakra. just above the belly button. It's like it's being anchored to the core of your system via the third chakra. There's an energy of freedom. There's a freedom in the gas being's dimension that is also being transferred into your system. It's like to help counterbalance the density of this dimension. This freedom from the gas beings, this very unique quality of freedom that they have by virtue of being in a less dense dimension. It's being transferred into your energy system in order to aid us in being in this more dense dimension, having more freedom even as we're in a more dense dimension. That's also aimed at the third chakra. It's being infused into the third chakra, and then from there, it infuses into the rest of your energy system. Yeah, it's going to allow you to experience a greater lightness of being, even in your human form, even in your human life. This lightness of being. That the gas beings are sharing with us. And showing our systems how to hold it, how to retain it. Okay, that download's completing, and they're saying it's time to close the portal doors. Close the portal to the gas beings dimension. Okay, bringing the focus fully and completely to you here now in this body, in this dimension, still rooted by an energetic cord to the center of the earth. So all this learning is automatically being made available to every soul on the earth. Which also helps your system to retain it more, to remain more full, more filled in with the frequencies you just shared in. Okay, so we're pulling the energies towards your core now, bringing your consciousness more fully here now, rooted, aware, awake, overflowing with love, light, and truth. This transmission is complete. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your courage to explore, open, grow, evolve, and bring back all that you learned and share it with all upon this planet. Infinite blessings upon you.